I can hear you fine.
Perfect.
All right, dude.
Well, first, welcome to the Liquor Store Blues podcast, and eventually probably will become something more than a podcast. Right now, we're just chilling. First episode, testing the waters.
Take one.
Testing the waters. Big shout out to Gold Pad Wines and Liquor and the owner Stan. You're still a piece of shit, but we love you. So, holla at your boys.
Hell yeah.
Like funny, dude, because today I was going to go get that tequila, right? So I'm going to that liquor store. I'm not going to name it because...
Cheers.
I'm not going to name it because, we don't want to get sued and shit. Can't afford lawyers yet. So...
Stan better not sue us then, because you already brought him up.
Yeah, but that was a shout out. I didn't go to his store. So
shit.
I go to this fucking liquor store, right? Yeah. And I'm like sitting there. The cashier is just doing his own thing. And all of a sudden, I guess the owner comes or whatever, starts talking to him. And I'm sitting right in front of the register waiting to buy a pan of tequila. Dude, I was so fucking disappointed. I'm like, yo, what kind of fucking shitty ass customer service is this? Like, and, I understand they're talking about something important. He was like, yeah, tomorrow these guys are going to come up. Like, yo, motherfucker, like, let him take care of the customers that was me and two other people. Then fucking talk to him.
Wait, so he was talking to somebody that wasn't in line, or somebody?
He was talking to the owner who was not on the line.
My bad. I kind of zoned in. So the clerk, he was talking to the owner. Mm-hmm. While you and another guy were waiting to get rung up.
I think it was like 3 people.
3 people?
Yeah, 3 people waiting online. I'm like,
got it.
Shit.
Got it.
But anyway, so the whole idea about this podcast, and I want to give the listeners a bit of a background and what to expect in the next few days, or not few days, but few episodes. First, we're going to try this once a week, every Monday. And this Monday is going to be Shut the Fuck Up Monday. And
Shut the fuck up Monday.
Shut the fuck up Monday. And I'll tell you exactly why Shut the Fuck Up Monday. Because if a cop pulls you over, you shut the fuck up. You don't tell them shit. You don't talk to them. You tell them your name. You give them your ID. And if they ask you, well, what are you doing, blah, 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 you just tell them that you can't talk about it. You don't want to discuss your day and shit like that. And it's called Shut the Fuck Up Monday. The reason why I called it Shut the Fuck Up Monday is because of these lawyer guys that I saw on YouTube. Pod Brothers, something like that.
No.
They have this great commercial on Shut the Fuck Up Friday, and I was like, "Oh, this is a great first episode. Like, give people something to know." Yeah, if a cop pulls you over, shut the fuck up. Don't tell them shit. Let them do their job. Let them investigate or whatever. But shut the fuck up. Anyway, the podcast. Jumping back to the podcast, I know. Jumping back to the podcast, it was an idea that we had a while back. We actually recorded a few videos. We're going to call them the experimental videos because we were fucking retarded back then. I mean, stupid.
Yeah. Kind of, what is that? Oh, that's noise from outside. You hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fucking bathroom. Yeah. It does that. So, sorry. Once again, it's the first episode. Getting the handles of things.
Shit. That's flushing shit. No shit in this podcast, all right? No shit.
Yeah, that's a good point. But unfortunately, I think that for most of us, that kind of comes from experience, just maturity. Mm-hmm. Because, I don't know, man. Speaking for myself, when I was younger, it was a little hard to shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah. You always wanted to have the last word. Not you, but me too as a young person.
No. Agree. Yeah, it's some of the things they just deal with maturity, But no, that's great advice. Yep. Yeah, you get pulled over, shut the fuck up. Just give them the shit. Give them what they need. Obviously, there are the ifs and the buts, but deal with those as they come, individual circumstances. But yeah, ultimately shut the fuck up. That helps out a lot, even when you're at work, somebody saying some dumb shit. It's really easy to snap. It's so easy to snap and, but it's just easier to shut the fuck up.
Yep.
In the long run is the better option. So a little backstory, bro. Who are you?
So I'm George. My real name is Georgi Shikwarev. By trade, I'm an accountant, but my last year of high school and my whole college years, all my college years, I worked in this liquor store. That's how I met this dude over here. If you're watching, he sits right there across from me, like a Mexican.
If you can't tell, that's why I have to wear the flag, because it's really difficult for people to realize that I'm Mexican.
Well, I've been to Mexico a couple of times, and I'm not talking about them tourist places. I went to Mexico City and Oaxaca, and to be honest, Mexicans are just Latin Bulgarians, man. They fucking love football. They love to party. They love good food.
Mexican Bulgarians, I like that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Another thing that we're gonna do over here that I was thinking about is that eventually this will be something with Mex Bull or Bull Mex.
What is that? Mex Bull, Bull Mex.
So basically, every time that our nations play football against each other, it's either Bulgaria versus Mexico, and the letters are BUL, and for Mexico is MEX. So it's either Bull Mex or Mex Bull.
Bull Mex, yeah.
We'll definitely watch those games. Talk shit.
We spoke about this briefly before, but I'll never forget that fucking game, man. Where you motherfuckers kicked us off the World Cup.
Oh, in 94?
94, right? Yeah, dude.
I was like... Shit,
8. Same here. And for some reason, not that I went out looking for fucking Bulgarians to fuck up or nothing, because again I was fucking 8. But I just had this unnecessary anger towards Bulgarians. Like, yo, fuck you guys, man. I'm like, dude, like it was a game, Remove yourself.
Yeah, but you can't because it's the emotions, man. It's football.
Right,
it's passion.
I was also a child.
So was I. And I was waving that flag like there was no other.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing. Yeah. I know that was cool.
Yeah. So that's who I am. I'm going to let the other person introduce himself.
All right. Word. I'm David. My real name is Alan David. But it doesn't sound as cool as Georgi Shikulerev. My real name is Alan David. Basically, I'm a musician. Like my boy over here said, we met at a liquor store a number of years ago. It's a fun ass job. I now manage a restaurant, and in my free time, I just create shit. Make music, draw a lot, and we're doing this fucking podcast.
Because you got to create. I mean, eventually you get so bored of shit that you got to create.
Yeah, I'm starting to suspect I do this, to stay sane. But that's another conversation for a different day.
Oh, yeah, for real. So, funny story. When him and I met, his best friend back then was some other dude. And, one day, David and I were just chilling. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's all right. I'm going to make him my best friend. I'm going to snatch him. So, sometimes I am a body snatcher. Like, if I put my mind, especially if I see people and I see their behavior and I like their behavior, like, I like their train of thought, I make sure that I keep in touch with those people and shit like that. And in that liquor store, we made a lot of connections. Like, we did. Actually, shout out to Central Warehouse Wines and Liquor. It's owned by this dude, Andy, right now.
Yeah.
Pretty cool motherfucker, too. Knows his shit. You guys go over there. I mean, him and I are no longer over there, meaning David and I are no longer over there, but we'll make podcasts from there, too. And, we'd love you guys to come and just chill. One of the ideas about this podcast is to make you acquainted with your local liquor store. Because it's a very fucking interesting place. You don't understand the type of people that go there. Like, you see people from all walks of life, and...
Yeah, well, we got lawyers, dentists, fucking accountants, fucking just people that need a pint of vodka at 9 a.m, man. It's like, hey, dude.
Or 9 at night. It depends. Like, I don't know if you remember.
I feel like 9... Oh, did I go lower a little bit? Oh. I feel like 9 at night, it's a little more common than people don't think that 9 a.m, you get those lovely customers that want that rosy. That fucking, give me that case of rosy, bro.
So there was those, and then there were the lotto players. The lotto players at 9 o'clock in the morning, they'll be pissed because they cannot put their like lotto numbers and shit like that. It was fun.
Yeah.
So The liquor store was doing really good from '06 to about '08, and in the beginning of '08, shit went to shit. And one thing that I realized is a lot of the customers just kept on coming back, and that was to spend time with us. Just talk about whatever the fuck they want to talk about, have a drink. And so I'll tell you how retarded we were back in the day. When I say retarded, I don't mean it in any derogatory way. I actually, myself, I'm a retard, if you want to call it. I did buy GameStop at $316 a share.
You did?
I did. I bought 4 of them. So, Wall Street bets, retards, apes, whatever.
Any change on that shit?
Yeah, it went down.
Good investment.
Yeah,
Good
great
investment.
investment. Well,
learning opportunities, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, man? For me, it was more about it was a slight gamble.
Did you just to get? I'm very curious. When did you get them? Like the moments when this whole thing started with GameStop, or were you a couple late in the game?
No, I was not even supposed to be in the game. I did it
we call that life, bro.
Yeah, so I did it because I really think that the shorts just couldn't cover, and I think that the depression of the stock right now is artificial. That would be only proven. It's a thesis. I could be completely wrong. I am working on data that's a day old, 2 days old. I have signed up for such website as iborrow.com and the largest shorted companies out there. I forgot.
The time matters. He must check the clock first. He's making decisions.
No. That was work. That was work.
Oh, you got a text?
Yeah.
Oh, we must take a quick commercial break for a bit of a text from my boy over here. Hold on, let me play some tunes for you.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's not a commercial break. That's a music break.
It's a little jam session. Wait, it's about to get loud. Little Papa Roach. Just kind of funny as he looks at his phone. I realized that I've been playing that song wrong for like a gajillion years, and I will not stop playing it the wrong way. I don't know. Yeah, apparently when I go to this part, it starts supposed to be like one time. But like I said, I go out of my way not to play the right way. Just habits. Oh, he's good to go. He's back.
Yeah, good to go. Sorry, guys, work got in the way. I was actually an hour and a half late on the time that we're supposed to be here. But how did I call that?
Traditionally late.
Yeah, I'm traditionally late.
It's how we do. It's how we do.
It's how we do.
I to be perfectly honest, if it weren't for Rebecca, I would have been super late as well. But she had to work, so she had to drop me off first.
Oh shit!
Yeah. No, she's good about her time. She even tells me I kid you not. She tells me like on average 30 minutes to 15 minutes before she needs to be somewhere that we need to go. So she told me that she needed to be at work at 5:30, when indeed she needed to be there by 5:45. Mm-hmm. Smart girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am unreliable when it comes to time.
We all are, because we ain't got no watches. I mean, I do, but I don't look at it.
Yeah. What the well.
So, anyway, fuck Jamie. I'll get back to Jamie in a second. We're talking about in the beginning about the podcast and like how we came up with that. So during the hard times in the liquor store, our revenue went down big time. We're talking about like by over $1 million. So we're a $3 million liquor store. We went down to like 2 million, 1.7 at the worst, and it was garbage. Like we didn't have any stock. It was shit. But people kept on coming back and talking to us, spending not like 10, 15 minutes having a little bit of wine because we would open a wine.
Tasting wines. We had often wine tastings.
Yeah. And I think that's important for like a store to have. Like,
Correct.
So they kept on coming back, and like we realized, I'm like, holy shit, like we have no product, but they just keep coming back to talk to us. So I was wondering how far we can push this. Like, how far can we spread that culture where you, as a member of the community, can go to your local liquor store and like know the guys over there and have, just go to fucking have a drink. Like, not even to the bar, just a little tiny drink of wine and just talk to somebody that you see. They don't, So we started doing these videos in the beginning. And these videos were quite amateur. We had a very small camera that we bought for like $100 or some shit like that. And our first video was actually us tasting wine from different cups. Like, does wine taste different from a styrofoam cup? Does it taste different from a plastic cup, from a glass? And yeah, don't drink wine from styrofoam cups.
No,
like that shit is gross.
Boo styrofoam cups.
Yeah, that shit is gross. Like,
I mean, they suck for the environment also, but tasting wise, so let's just do it in a complete selfish reason. If you don't care about the environment and shit, that's cool, man. Not really, but I'll respect your right to have an opinion. But styrofoam cups suck. They fucking suck when you're drinking wine. Nuh-uh. Get how do we end that up? Say it. Either drink it from a wine glass or a plastic cup.
Yeah.
Or the bottle. Well, that's always a good option.
Yep. Been there, done that a few times.
Yeah.
So that's how we decided to do this shit. We're like, you know what? So right now we're in the studio.
Bro. I think the real reason we're doing this is because we're fucking interesting.
Yeah,
we are like so interesting.
Super duper. And yeah, that's it. I mean, that's why we're here. That's why we're talking to each other now. Hopefully, we can do a live stream in the next few times and see how that goes as well.
By the way, we can make phone calls through this shit.
Oh, nice.
We can.
So we can take calls, ladies and gentlemen.
We can take calls. Yeah, dude.
We can take calls.
Yeah. We could talk about that. Hell, we can either take calls from the audience, or we can have guest callers, like our friend Stan, and also our fucking missing link, our third musketeer, that bitch. Fucking love you, Ariana. You gotta come through.
Oh yeah.
I hate you.
Her too.
Where you at?
Yeah, she had she has baby problems.
Yeah.
But it's all right. Next time probably we'll have like a little kid running around. We'll see.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Yeah, wanna see that little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she got our friend Ariana. She has a daughter. We're not referring to Ariana as a little girl running around because that'd be fucking hilarious. We should just have Ariana running around. Here, run.
Take that energy out. Take that energy out. So yeah, now I'll go back to GME real quick. Well, the whole thing with the movement and GameStop was...
Who's Jamie?
Not Jamie. G as in George, M as in Mary, and E. That's the ticker, the stock ticker for GameStop.
Oh,
the whole thing. Right?
So, bro, I am not that cool. I don't know these abbreviations. You need to elaborate, please.
Oh yeah, I will. So
Jamie, I'm like, yo, are you Joe Rogan to me right now?
No, not at all.
All right, Mr. Big Head.
So the whole thing with GameStop was that it was not where it was supposed to be in the beginning. And somebody caught it. And then other people scored onto it. And the guy was very thorough in his research. He has YouTube videos out there. Shout out to Roaring Kitty. That's the YouTube channel.
I'm sorry if I have to keep asking for clarification. What do you mean it wasn't where it needed to be?
The price was too low. So it was like similar to the discounted wines we used to get because of the 2 or 3 batches of the wine went bad. So they would just liquidate the whole vintage. We had one of those. We used to buy it for $2 back in the day.
Yeah.
So,
but isn't it? Doesn't the market Oh fuck. What's the phrase? Doesn't the market decide where each product is supposed to be?
Yes.
So meaning, wouldn't that imply that it was where it was supposed to be?
No, because
Quote
then you can
unquotes for
create
the
an
audio.
artificial lack of demand.
You could what?
Create an artificial lack of demand.
How the fuck do you do that?
Well, for example,
You create an artificial
lack
of demand.
Yeah. So let's say in the whole of New York City there are 5,000 bikes,
Okay.
but nobody
Can I have
uses
one?
them. But nobody uses them, right?
Right.
But those 5,000 bikes are owned by, let's say, 4 people, right? So 4 people own 5,000 bikes.
Okay.
Now, in the market, in the stock market, you're allowed to. It's like something so stupid that it would never be allowed to, in the real world with commodities and shit like that. But in the stock market, it is. So I can go to, let's say, 5,000 bikes, New York City, low demand, 4 people own the 5,000 bikes, right? But in Minneapolis, bikes are spiking up. There are 1,000 bikes over there, and people want bikes. I go to New York, talk to those 4 people, and I say, you know what? Let me borrow those bikes from you guys.
All of them.
All of them. Now, this is what it's called shorting in a stock. Basically, you go to somebody that owns the stock, you ask him for them to give you the stock, and then you go on the market and sell it without you owning the stock. So I go to Minnesota or Minneapolis, whichever city I said. I give them those 5,000 bikes that I just borrowed, but I don't give it to them. I sell it to them. And now the demand is high over there. But if I flood the market with bikes, the demand drops. So the whole idea is that I sell the bike at a higher price. I wait for it to drop. Okay. Remove Minneapolis. 5,000 bikes in New York City.
Okay.
4 people own those 5,000 bikes. Me, the 5th person, comes in and says, hey guys, let me borrow your 5,000 bikes. They're like, okay, here are the 5,000 bikes. Now I go out on the market, even though those are not my bikes. I go on the market in New York City and I start selling them. And I start selling them at, like, let's say $100.
Hold on, but how, if somebody comes and borrows something from me, if I find out that they're fucking selling something they borrowed from me, I'm gonna fucking kill them. So how?
Well,
how are those?
You
cannot
cannot
details?
kill them because there is a paper trail that it states that the bike is yours.
So I'm allowing them to borrow my bikes and sell them.
And sell them, yes. You're allowing them to
feel
borrow.
like those are contradictory terms, but
Well,
I'll play along. I'll play along.
So, and I start selling those bikes for like $100 a piece, right in New York City. I sell, let's say, 5,000 of them. No, not 5,000. I sell 4,000 of them, right?
Okay.
So there's 1,000 bikes, but now those guys that bought the bikes from me, they don't want to ride the bike anymore or something. Bikes are not in fashion, and they want to sell it to somebody, but they cannot sell it for $100 because nobody wants bikes. So they sell it to me for $90. Now I buy those bikes back. But
hold on, right there. I'm sorry. So just to clarify, you borrowed somebody's bike
with the right to sell them.
With the right to sell them. Somebody bought the bike.
Mm-hmm.
Does the person that bought the bike off of you that you borrowed, do they own the bike?
Yes.
Okay. And now they're tired of the fucking bike, and now they want to sell it back to you.
No, they just want to sell it, not back to me, but they want to sell it.
Oh, they just want to sell it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
but they don't have the market to. So their price is going to go down.
Oh, it makes sense.
Right?
Okay.
So I sold it to them for 100 and no market. And like a month later, they're like, okay, I'm going to sell it back to you. Do you want my bike back? And I say, yeah, sure. And they're like, well, $100. I'm like, no, I'm going to give you 90. And they say, okay. No, I take the bike back. I give them $90. I sell it to them for 100. I give them back 90. I make money on the $10, the spread.
Different. Okay.
That's what people refer to as the spread. The selling price versus the buying price.
Okay. So, and the profit is the difference.
Yes. But what happened with GameStop is that there were a few people that were paying attention out there, and they realized that...
I'm sorry, before we would get to that. Now that you bought the bike back, right? Mm-hmm. You just happen to be the person that borrowed the bike in the first place.
Yeah.
Does that matter anymore? When the person bought the bike, right? Does the person that loaned it to you, do they own anything?
Yes, that same bike. So imagine everything being homogeneous, super homogeneous, where there's only one bass guitar model in the whole world. Same color, same everything.
Right.
That's stocks.
No, I just cannot. I'm trying to grasp my head around the fact that two people own one thing. Are they owning like 50-50? Because the person that you borrowed the bike from, right? Mm-hmm. You borrowed it.
That's where the homogeneous thing comes in play.
What is homogeneous?
Where it's like it's all one and the same. Everything, all the supply available is just the one same model. So think about those bikes as the one same model. I can go in India and buy the same bike.
Okay.
Right?
But that doesn't explain how do two individuals own the same bike? How does the person that loaned you the bike own the bike still, and the person that bought the bike off of you own the bike still?
Well, that's where the risk comes in. That's where the liability comes in. I am the person who holds the liability. So let's say the original owner of the bike comes in and is like, yo, I want my bike back.
Holy shit! Please continue.
I gotta go to the person I sold it to, and I gotta be like, yo, I need that bike back. And they're like, well, I'm not gonna sell it to you. And I have to offer them a price at which they're willing to sell. So let's say,
yo, that is fucking crazy. So, that's like the fucking street, son. That's like literally like, yo, let me hold that real quick. Yo, you sell it? It's like, yo, can I have that shit back? Oh yeah. Hold on, I just fucking sold that shit to Jimmy over here. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, exactly. Stupid. It's stupid.
Holy shit, dude. Oh, no wonder I don't get it.
And that's what drove the price up. Because people, at the end of the day, people were like,
damn.
They were looking for those shares to give back, because now people were buying them up. So at one point, if I'm buying it up and I'm not willing to sell at all, I just hold it.
Oh, so basically not fucking Tinder. The where did this shit blow up?
GameStop.
No. Where?
What do you mean?
The platform, the social media
Reddit.
platform. So the people from Reddit, they basically those people. Those are the ones that bought it from the people that were borrowing it. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Snap!
And now they're like, we're not selling.
Oh, but these motherfuckers, the middleman got to answer to the fucking person.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Because those are contracts. Those are contracts with due dates.
Oh, no.
You cannot just hold it forever. Those are contracts. So I let you borrow it, but up until a certain date, then you got to give it back to me.
Right, and these motherfuckers in the middle, they've just been making money back and forth, no problem, because there hasn't been people that have been like, nah, I'm hanging on to my shit. Mm-hmm. They're relying on people buying what they have borrowed and then selling it back.
Yep, at a lower price.
Damn. Yo.
And it came to a point where the stock was like $2.58 or 57 cents, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And all of the stock was worth $200 million. However, the company had $500 million in cash alone. So it was just super. So it was like.
Damn. So what? So where is it now? Like, what's the?
Well, now we're playing.
I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out whether I need to speak over here. I feel like over here is a little bit more clear.
I don't know.
I feel like I could talk like this. All
You
right.
can talk any way you want to, man.
Well,
That's the beauty about a podcast. It's all about talking.
well, yeah, but I want to make it. Oh man, I just heard this shit the other day. Fuck, what was it? People will actually, while I was doing research on gonna digress, while I was doing research on this apparatus, it's somebody a sound engineer said people will forgive bad visuals, they'll not forget bad audio. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, yo, for real. If I hear something that no, bye. Visual, I could deal with, Mm-hmm. But that's, yeah. But anyway, that's what I was trying to say. Yo, that's fucking bananas, bro.
Yeah. So that's what's happening right now. And the middleman were...
Where's it at now? Like, what's the haps?
Like 50, 60, 50, some shit
So
like that.
So if I have anybody that has $50, they can buy a share.
Yeah. But
what are the chances for that share, for those $50 to become $100?
Statistically, right now, no clue. I really have no clue.
I like how the clock, how the microphone is catching the tick.
Yeah, the tick.
Like, answer, motherfucker.
Yeah, I really have no clue. I like where their head is at. I like what the management is doing. I read a lot of the fundamentals, like fundamental research. I do a lot of that lately. I watched a lot of the Roaring Kitty videos. His research is also very good. And I don't know. To me, I'm gonna hold it because for the hell of it, to be honest. I really want to see where the company is gonna go. I think that within 5 years they have a great chance of becoming a big gaming community, and if they're able to create this community experience for gamers, that's gonna be their savior, and they might skyrocket. But it's
if they play it smart, like, because GameStop, what is it exactly? It was just like the store.
Yeah, the store. Well, it's not only the store. GameStop has Game Informer, the magazine, has about like 2 million subscriptions that like it's printed, and they send it out to 2 million people. That's a lot of people. And again, Roaring Kitty, his research, guys, go check him out. Amazing guy. Will teach you. He will show you his tools. That's who I'm copying. I'm legitimately just copying him, like shamelessly, for my portfolio. And it's his analysis is spot on, if you ask me.
What's his track record? Does he have a good track record?
I mean, his most famous play right now is this GameStop play, and I really don't know enough. He has not put out enough information about his track record, but this game alone made him millions. So this play alone made him millions. So
how do you know it wasn't a one-off?
You don't. Honestly, you don't.
Fair enough.
It's basically, investing is like anything else in life. You go out there, you take shit, and you just look for people that seem knowledgeable, and you track those people and see how they make their bets, what analysis they used to get themselves comfortable with the bet, and that's it. Like picking a stock, I was never a big fan of playing stocks. I really like businesses, but picking a good stock it's hard, and a lot of people have shitty track records. A lot of people have good track records. Those people are in hedge funds, but there are other retail investors, people like that they just like the challenge, like this dude in the Roaring Kitty YouTube channel. I cannot say enough good things about him, and I really enjoyed watching his videos, especially about the tools. his research on GameStop was amazing, and he was onto something. Now he got some heat from Congress. Well, not heat from Congress.
Is he the one that started the thing on Reddit?
Yes. He was basically the Pied Piper. Like, he's the person who went full force on it, and like, let's see how it plays out. I own the stock because I really want to see what's going to happen in the next 5 years, and I'm okay with. Again, I'm debt-free, guys. Those are money that I can live without. I would never advise anybody to invest if they cannot afford it. If we can afford it, by all means, if that's what's something you're into.
Would you say it's a risk?
There's always a risk. Dude, there's a risk of there's a risk of crossing the street. There's risk everywhere.
No. I was just it was a more of a direct response to you saying if you don't have money, don't do it. And I'm saying because it'd be a risk.
It'll be a risk.
Right.
Yeah. So, if you ain't got no money, don't do it. And if you got money that you can spare, and you're into that type of stuff, tracking stocks, and digging into like fundamentals such as the 10K, 10Q.
What if there's some new Jordans and I want to spend my money on that? Is that a good investment?
I don't know. I don't spend my money on Jordans.
Damn.
I know.
What about like a nice purse? That's like a good $1 jillion. It's a good investment, right?
I guess. Like,
dude, the hood needs to know I look good, all right? Look at me with my goods.
The goods in the hood are different than the goods in the non-hoods, man. I mean, like, fucking A. Like, we grew up in that shit, and
fuck that, man.
It's very interesting how some people go through life and they just never learn lessons. One of my favorite sayings.
Yo, I thought something was tickling me. It was a fucking ponytail.
It was the poetry, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a yellow lamp over there. There's a bit of smoke behind Dave, but I ain't gonna tell him shit about it because.
Oh shit.
Hey,
dude, I've been waiting for somebody to pop up. Yeah. An entity or some shit. I don't know what you. Aliens.
Yo, were you able to see the Super Bowl last night?
Oh my god, bro. I got home I got the very end. I got home like at 8:30. Yeah, so it was like way in the end. I got to the part where it was a done deal because they were like up by like 30 points, and it was hilarious.
Yeah. No, the defense. So, like, dude, I never understood, man. Like, there's this dude. So I watch bowlers. I'll be honest. I'm a big fan of like Brady. I thought that it wasn't him, but it turns out to be his leadership. That's the secret sauce, not Belichick.
Come on, bro. He sold his soul. He deflated the balls. He sucked some dick. The referees, they ran a train on his wife. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
I don't know.
Come on. That's really what happened, all right? And then the aliens came and they like beamed him the scores while everybody misremembers touchdowns and shit. Come on, dude. Use your mind.
It's my boy. Anyway, but
what do you think? It was skill?
It was skill.
Come on.
Skill don't matter. So, anyway, it was a great game. I think that, but there's this one dude, man, on defense, number 93. I'm gonna fuck up his name probably right now.
Just call him Bob.
Well, his last name is Sue, and motherfucker played great.
Last name Sue,
right?
Little Johnny Cash.
Yeah, shout out to Sue. Fucking dope ass football player, very smart guy. I think he's
smart
an
player
engineer.
or smart guy.
Both.
He's an engineer.
Yeah. He went to college. He graduated with an engineering degree and very smart businessman too. From what I've read. Shit, 32. Yeah, I think 32. He played with the Dolphins. First, he played with Detroit, I believe. Then he played with the Dolphins. Massive contract with the Dolphins.
You know what kind of engineer he was?
No, but his like. So I read a couple of articles about him, and my respect just grew. Like so, the first time my first encounter with his persona, with his persona.
That's the sound of growth.
Of growth. My first encounter with his persona was on Ballers, and then I just started getting. I started getting into him. Like, let me see what he's all about. And then there was this article, I think it was on Complex magazine, about why he chose to be representing himself, and why he's signing only 1-year deals, and the theory behind those 1-year deals. And you know what one thing that I did not know, and as an accountant, I'm like, yo, nobody talks about this shit, is that if an NFL player, let's say, plays for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but they come to New York and play against the Giants or the Jets, then they have to pay income state taxes in the different states where they play. So let's say, nobody talks about that shit, right? So let's say a dude that, Sue, perfect example. One of the things that he was looking for in his contract was that, like, to see where the team would be playing in that 1 year, so he can assess his tax liability.
What? Oh shit! My man came in here with a plan, son.
Oh yeah. It's like, well, how do you not have respect for that type of player? You know, like, smart.
Yo, what's his position? Was it like
he's a defensive line person. I really don't know his position. I'm a piece of shit, as I told you earlier, so sometimes I don't get all my facts.
Yeah. Oh shit! What do you work for? A fucking CMN Fox and CNBC's? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You coward. So, yeah. So, like, listen. Anyway, great player, played amazing last night, and he had a couple of sacks. And dude, like, he's a big fucking motherfucker, dude. Like, I need to see what this guy looks like, man.
Big motherfucker. And
his last name is Sue, you said, right?
Yeah, so SUH. And he tackled Mahomes, and I'm like, yo, I never understood, like, how come they never gave him names like Tsunami or Hurricane? Like, dude, like, he was fucking on with that quarterback last night. I was very surprised of how Todd Bowles handled the defense.
What's his first name?
Nagdamnama.
Let me see.
Just type in SUH and then NFL, and it's gonna pop up. If you're using Google, if you're using Bing, there's gonna be some like weird porn.
Maybe I want to use Bing.
Shit, maybe we should bleep that shit out, man. I don't want to get sued.
What, porn?
No, Bing and...
Watch out, guys.
Porn. Yo. Porn.
Damu Kangsu.
That's David practicing names, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
In case if you're wondering what the fuck is going on. I'm smoking a cigarette, this motherfucker practicing names.
Hey,
like an immigrant.
You know.
Like an immigrant. Like an immigrant.
Oh, shit. Ice.
Yo,
man. It's just vanilla. Patriots fans sue NFL for emotional distress. What?
That's bullshit.
The Daily Beast in 2016. Anyway, so this guy's smart. Good shit. All right, my
yeah,
dude.
Man.
Damkang. You know, it's weird. Like, like it's almost like a tick. Like, I want to know how to say people's names properly. Like, even at work, we hire a new employee and whatnot. Sometimes they don't like their name, so they want to do like a nickname and shit. Fucking hate nicknames. So like a try. Damakang.
Damakang. But yeah. So that's it. I mean,
Damakang. This is like it's like my new phrase, my new fun word. Damakang.
Yeah.
Never gonna meet him.
By the way, if any liquor stores wanna let us record,
oh, word
dope
up, man!
Shit, man. I mean, after all, liquor store blues.
Yeah,
you know,
liquor store blues, man.
Actually,
what is it? What is that? Copywritten.
Yeah, copyright. Oh shit! Yeah, we gotta say stamp,
stamp, bro. We
stamp,
said
stamp.
it, so that means it's for reals. It's like a verbal contract, right?
Yeah. So
something legal.
We're on YouTube. We're gonna be on YouTube, on Vimeo. Shout out to Vimeo. Very interesting platform, by the way. I actually applied for a job over there.
For travel?
No. It's a video app. Like it's like YouTube, but less known.
Travel? I've never heard of travel.
No. Vimeo.
You said you applied for travel.
No, for job.
Oh, for a job? You applied for a job at Vimeo?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Where the fuck are their headquarters?
Somewhere in I guess at home right now.
Yeah, seriously. That's what I mean. Is like at this point, I feel like
on the cloud. The other headquarters is in the cloud. Like, like how crazy is that, man? Like people were like, dude, fucking. People were like back in the day. People were like, working from home. You don't work from home and shit like that. And now everybody got to work from home. And like, how wrong were the managers? How wrong were the managers telling you that you're a piece of shit from working from home? If they ever told you that, some managers are mad-po and shit. They don't tell you shit like that. But like some other managers be like, yeah, you got to come in and shit. For what? I'm doing my, like, you're a professional, grown-ass person.
Habits. People, sometimes it's hard to let go of habits.
Yeah, that's true, man. I had a hard time fucking stopping masturbating every day. That was a habit, Took a while to break it.
Yeah. Oh shit, she's back.
And not that, man. Like,
I thought you were gonna go at your mom's.
I was back when I was young. Like, oh, she's back right now. But like, oh shit, like, you want to suck it? I don't have to finish myself off.
I'm not gonna stop just because you walked in.
Yeah,
either stay for the show or. This is gonna be really awkward.
No. It's
what? I feel like I heard that somewhere. Like I feel like that's somebody's stand-up.
I know, man.
Oh,
I actually haven't watched stand-up in such a long time, and I loved it. Like, by the way, big shout out to Joey Diaz, one of my favorite comedians. You dirty cocksucker! Like, fucking awesome.
You bring him up a lot, which makes me feel a little guilty for not listening to him more often. We gotta check me out.
Why would you not support a Cuban immigrant, you piece of shit? What are you, too American?
My dude is Cuban?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn! I thought
Cubano,
no lie. I thought my dude was Italian.
Hey, listen.
Like the way he speaks. He's from New York, right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
New York, New
come
Jersey.
on, bro. Yeah, like he gives off this like very kind of like an Italian Bronx, To me, that's kind of where I thought he was. But Cuban, that's interesting.
I think he grew up around some Italians, but
that has to be.
Don't hold me to that. Like, cool ass motherfucker,
fucking
man.
Fake news over here.
Yeah, I want to say
typical white man.
Typical white man.
Right, and he's like a real white man. Talking about my dude over here, George. He's like
a legit
original European
Slav. We all bought them tracksuits and like
fucking oppressing the brownies.
Fuck that. We were oppressed by brownies. I think they were brownies.
That doesn't count,
Empire.
Homie. That doesn't count. It only counts in the States. All right, white people. Fuck you.
Shit. Can't even argue with that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take like a 30-second break. It's gonna be another music break because I need another beer.
Mm-hmm. Where's the beers?
Outside, man, because ain't no fridge up in here.
Yeah. back, ladies and gentlemen. My homie George is back for some more talk at the Liquor Store Blues.
Liquor Store Blues. So, I miss it. I miss the liquor store life. There was something interesting about exploring the people.
Yeah, no seriousness. It was really a fun job. It's just was hanging out all the time, and I don't know.
Working.
Yeah, we were working, and I always enjoyed the physical aspect of it. I talking to the people. Like when they came in, they were, for the most part, they were, like George said, they're very laid back, and that's just the best kind of people, man. Not taking anything too serious, just fucking having a rough day, celebrating something, trying to get laid. Like it was rock and roll, man.
Yeah. Big time rock and roll. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, the whole point of this podcast is actually so we can continue with this goal of ours to actually own our own place, like our own liquor store, and to be able to bring that community back. Because it's great when you have liquor stores that are big. For example, Total Wine in New Jersey. Shout out to Total Wine. Great liquor store. Most of the time when I'm in Jersey, I buy my shit over there because they have a great selection. But they're so big, and there's managers here, managers there. Great set of people, though. And the community aspect was still kind of lacking. Like, there was one time, not in Total Wine, but like another liquor store, not a big liquor store, where I currently live, and you can develop some sort of a relationship with the wine expert, but it's not what I am looking for, like in a liquor store. When I go to a liquor store, like I want to taste something, like I want to go to a place where they're friends, and I can just get away from my life for like 10 minutes, like bullshit with somebody. Well, and
I think I would disagree just a smidge there. Because I don't think people go into a liquor store for 10 minutes. I think that's a long time. There's some times I just want to go in and out.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
I think you're on the right track there, because it's the environment you want, and I think that may even extend more to liquor stores. I mean, outside liquor stores, you go to a restaurant, you go to a deli, you want to feel some sort of welcoming, and that's the thing that I really hope. I know we see this in a lot of post-apocalyptic movies that are totally true, by the way. That people get replaced by robots and shit. As a person, self-diagnosed introvert over here, I don't like talking to people. I just want to get in. I want to get out. I don't want to talk to fucking anybody. Leave me the fuck alone.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, that's why he's doing a podcast, because he doesn't like talking to people.
I like talking to you, bro. But that's not to say that when I go somewhere, I do notice the staff, because there is there are times when I go to like the market or something, like fucking ShopRite, Stop and Shop, whatever the fuck, and I go to self checkout, just because I have one or two things or whatever the fuck. Yeah, sure, I can do that. But if I'm going to like a small spot, I'm going to like a local store, then obviously I much more rather go to those places. I kind of expect that human interaction, and when it's cold, I notice it immediately. I notice it's almost as if my brain just like, okay, so this place sucks. This place, like this motherfucker, he don't care. And one of the things that I've learned is that I will go back to a place with mediocre food, with mediocre product, with really good service. I will not go back to a place with really good food and mediocre service. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because I don't give a fuck how good your food is. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
The people, I don't like. If this is how this person behaves, how does what's the culture? What's the management, the owner, like, what are they like if they're allowing this? That first impression matters so much that you want to feel welcomed. And I think that's something that we will never get, at least this early in the fucking technology that we're at. You know, like, you go to self-checkout, you just got this fucking robot, beep, 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 done, I'm out. But if you go to a store and there's some interesting person, or just, hey, how you doing? Like, hey, what's up, bro? You know, those shits go a long way.
Yeah, they do.
You know?
They do. You're right. See, the sense of community has, I think that COVID has brought in a lot of those things to light, where you can see if you're, if where you live, there's a community present, because I live in New York City, and to be honest, where I live, there's no community. I mean, I'm a white dude, and it's so weird that a lot of times I'll have to deal with people grilling me because they're breaking the law. Like, best example was last night. I went to the liquor store to buy some alcohol for the Super Bowl and shit.
Went to buy a burger at the liquor store.
You know what, man?
Can you imagine burgers at the liquor store? Here's your pint. Have a burger.
That's called a bar.
No, but to go, though, I don't want to sit there and eat my burger. I want to, like, go home.
Yeah, I don't know. Make yourself your own burger. It's nice and fresh.
Hey, man. Man. My fantasy, my rules. All right?
I was never... See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, your fantasy... You know what my fantasy has always been? And
threesome?
Yeah. No. Done that. Too much work, man. Too much work. Satisfying two men at the same time. You don't know where to spend your attention.
What? You're only satisfied number one.
Who said that the people that I cared about? It's a threesome.
That's what I'm saying. You say you got to satisfy two people. It's like, just satisfy number one, bro.
Oh, myself, MVP. Yeah, that's true. Didn't think about it that way.
You made it that far. You got, you know what I'm saying.
Didn't make it that far.
Yeah.
So, fuck. Something we're talking about.
Hi, Ma.
Dreams. Like, hi, Ma. So we're talking about dreams. You know what I never realized? Like, how the fuck there is no liquor store or a comedy club behind a liquor store? Just fucking go in, get your whatever you want, the BYOB.
Bro, because, come on. I mean...
Yo, I'm telling you, like...
How would the comedy club make money, though? The comedy club has to make money. How would they make money?
With tickets. And also, like, the comedy club is part of the liquor store. It's just in the, like, for example...
But then you just have, then it's just, isn't it just a regular establishment then? Because if it's BYOB and somebody could bring in their own booze inside.
You charge them for the bottle that they bring. Like, there are plenty of restaurants like that in...
Oh, so, like, if you purchase something in our store, you can come into our place.
Yeah. Or you can bring your own bottle and we're going to just charge you for it. Like, you know... Like
a $10 minimum or some shit.
Not $10 minimum, but, like, for example, there were... Like, I love how some restaurants have really figured this thing out. So...
Oh.
They don't need the liquor licenses. So what they do is bring your own bottle. And they...
In Mother Russia.
Yeah. And then they charge you, let's say, for a bottle of vodka that you bring in, they charge you like $10. For bottle of wine that you bring in, they charge you like $7.
What establishments do they do this on?
It's usually restaurants down in like Brooklyn that I've seen it. A couple of restaurants in the city.
No, we do that also. There's like a corking fee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So similar concept, but applied to a comedy club that's technically a liquor store. I don't know. It's a weird thing where.
Now you got my wheels turning now.
Right? Like, I'm trying to. It's just a different venue. Like, it's just a different venue for comedy. And, people do comedy everywhere. Like, people actually do comedy in their daily life. And.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, some people.
I look in the mirror and I'm like, I'm a joke.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Stretching.
So that's been my idea.
She's still recording.
But let's see. Yeah. Better fucking record.
No, she's still there, bro. We good.
We're good, ladies and gentlemen, and we're talking smack right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a free type of what is it called? Free talk. Free talk in a way. Yeah.
It's the first try, bro. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
What it is. You still driving me home, right?
I mean, yeah.
All right, good. I mean, you forgot the time we're supposed to be here. You forgot.
No. I did not forget. I was not literally able to get off from work on time.
Oh, dude, I didn't even tell you, bro. Oh shit! Hold up. Shout out to Studio B, son. We're over here in Eastchester. My dude Artie, he allowing us to rent out the space. I'm pretty sure he's never had any podcasts in here other than, as you can see, all of this equipment is his, except for my baby over here. The bass is mine. Everything else is his. And of course the podcast equipment. Shout out to Artie. Thank you so much. This is great. This is a great job. What's it say? Electric Beef? Mm-hmm. Electric Beef, check him out. Check my dude out. He's fucking down ass motherfucker. Probably one of the nicest dudes you'll ever meet. My dude Artie, thank you, bro.
Yeah, word.
Yeah. Studio B, forever.
Shout out.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
So, yeah, I mean, what else interests me in life? I don't know. Him and I will probably, like, as I said, we want to start our own liquor store.
Yeah, man.
I think that. Not for nothing.
No, please, I'm sorry. Not for another one.
Not for nothing, but like I found out that the more I communicate with people and people that are willing to accept different point of views, the better I feel. And that's one thing that the liquor store, Central Warehouse, has brought into my life, is that I was able to talk to so many different people from such a different, like such a variety of walks of life.
Yeah.
Right? Like, holy shit. Like, you were talking about earlier about automation and shit like that. And I work in automation. I love automation. Let me tell you something. I hate spending time on unnecessary tasks. To me, that's just something that could be handled by a program. Like, let's say the stock market. And if I want to check the pulse, right? Before I was very amateur. I would go in, I would do the S&P 500, Dow Jones, look at my portfolio, blah, blah, blah. Boring shit. Stupid. Never caught anything big. Never caught anything big. Then I watch these Roaring Kitty videos and I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking amateur. So I start copying what he's doing. Creating the portfolio, creating the database and all that stuff. And he's the same type of person that I am. Hates clicking, hates spending time on bullshit tasks. So shortcuts, anything that you can streamline, I'm all pro that. One thing I realized in life that you cannot streamline is how you deal with people. And
people are people. Sounds like a stupid thing to say, but for real, people are fucking people, man.
Like, and I realized that if I'm open-minded and I'm willing to listen to their point of view, because, there are a lot of people out there that you don't want to listen to because they're assholes. But I always wanted to get behind the reason why they think this way. And there's always, like, if you let them explain, if you let a person explain, you might learn something new. And on top of that, not only you might learn something new, But that's something that automation would never be able to achieve, is the interaction between people and the skills to interact between those people. Well, with those people, not between. So that's why I love the liquor store. And I went a different way for now, trying to build my own shit now, as you guys hear. That's why we want to actually own our own place, because we want to be able to talk to our customers and connect with them in a way where it's not just like, hey, I provide you a good service. This is it. Peace out. For that, you can go to BMW dealership. They're very good at that. They'll sell you a car right away, and then you peace out. You never have to see those people again.
If you got the money to go to BMW dealership.
Yeah, there's credit, man. Piece of shit, but
would you encourage? That's what I was gonna say. Would you encourage somebody to do it on that way?
Yeah, no, but who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I to tell people how to live their life? Yo,
you're not telling. Well, there's a difference between telling them how to live their life and advising them on.
Yeah, don't get into that. Fuck leases, like.
Word.
Right, yo, be proud of what you got. That's my shit. But
right.
Back to the liquor store ideas, and not ideas. Goals.
Liquor store.
Drink up. Drink up. Anyway.
Did you say Jacob?
Who is Jacob?
I don't know, man.
Biblical figure?
No, a Twilight. Oh, yeah. Also that. I don't know which was more embarrassing, the Bible or the fucking Twilight movies.
Yeah. Yo, the Bible, I don't know, man. Bible is funny shit. But that's for a different podcast.
Yeah, I may edit this because I may want to save this conversation for another time.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
So my idea is like, we had this crew. The crew was consistent of Stan, me, David, Ali, Shorty.
Shorty's Ariana.
Yeah, those are the originals of the original liquor store, Central Warehouse.
Oh, you forgot one, bro. Come on.
Yo, Los.
Yo,
Los. Okay, so
hilarious.
Yo, hilarious motherfucker, but he's like an add-on. He's like the cherry on the sundae.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
He is that motherfucker.
Have you looked at a sundae without a cherry? It's incomplete.
Yeah, it's incomplete. Fuck, you're right.
Yeah,
It's incomplete. It's incomplete. Yo, shout out to Los, man.
Los.
Fucking.
Hijo de pendeja de mierda, cuarteto, whatever. What's up?
Yeah, what's up, motherfucker? Oh, yo, shoot.
No, he put me out to Cuarteto de Nos. That's like one of the best rock and roll bands. Shout out to the Cuarteto de Nos. Forever, son.
I don't know anybody from Lucha Libre, but...
Racist.
Okay, I guess.
Lucha Libre.
So Los fucking bounced, man. He went to the West Coast, that piece of shit. And we're trying to get him back.
Fucking Mexican.
Hopefully he's going to be here and then, join the podcast and shit. Yeah, this motherfucker don't say much.
We can call him. Oh, well, I don't have his number because this motherfucker, he don't be having saved.
Wait, so we can call him, but we don't have his number.
Dope. Yeah. I don't have his number. Do we have his number? Oh, wait, we do. We do.
You do.
I do.
How we call it? Yeah, we're gonna call our first, I guess.
Oh no, I'm not calling her right now.
Oh, not right now.
No, I'm doing.
He bitched out.
I'm not bitching out. Right now. I was. I love me my Los, but I was gonna do.
Anyway, we gotta bring Los back to the East Coast, man. Like fuck that shit, man. Real, sunsets, yo. Let me tell you something, guys. We all know that sunrises on the beach are way better than sunsets on the beach. Cause like. Sunrise, you have the whole day in front of you.
That's the Cuarteto, son. You gotta listen them. You gotta check them out. They're fucking fantastic.
Listen, let's be honest over here.
What?
I cannot listen to music recommended by Mexican that's never had pulque.
That's never had pulque?
Yeah.
I've had pulque.
Oh, fuck, then I can listen to it.
What the fuck, man?
I thought you never went back, man. You never went back.
Just because you went to my homeland, probably more than I have, doesn't mean you know more than my homeland. I mean, you probably do, because I don't know geography for shit.
Yeah.
My nuts are itchy. Hold on. You know, it's itchy that weird spot where it's like deep, so you gotta like
balls too big, man. Balls too big.
Yeah. Fucking balls.
But what was I saying?
We were talking about we're talking about Madu Quarteto that he's in the West Coast.
So we're trying to bring that motherfucker back here. That's why, like, so here's the thing. Another reason why I want that liquor store to happen. I'm fucking tired of building somebody else's legacy. I'm really am. With that being said, like, all right, I'm a business analyst in a big corporation. When I leave the corp, I'll tell you guys, it's a good It's a good company.
Word. Yeah, let's make that clear, because one can work at a great company, to be honest, and like that like actually cares for their workers, yada yada yada, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They hit all the good points. But at the end of the day, man, we just got to do what we want, you know, what we love to do. And if I fucking build, like you said, if we're building somebody else's empire, then fuck out of here, man.
It's that beer, ladies and gentlemen. Mexicans can handle it. I'm telling you.
Who are you talking to, son? I mean, I don't drink that much beer, but
that's why he got tequila.
That's right.
Tequila.
No, tequila way. No, but no, that's a great point, and I think a lot of us kind of deal with that on a daily basis, and I think that feeling of working for somebody, it takes a toll on you, you know. And biting my tongue sucks, but paying my bills is good.
Yeah. See, that's a funny trade-off, man. That's a funny trade-off. Sometimes
that's a trade-off that everybody's okay with.
Yeah, and especially nowadays where, you know, working for a company, basically you represent the company everywhere you go with anything you do, and they have the power over that, and it's like...
Fuck out of here with that shit, bro. I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
But fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's why I love comedians. That's why I love comedians.
Shit,
like, they have the balls to go out there and swing dick or sling dick.
Shit, man.
And fuck. But yeah, man, I mean, that's the whole idea. And, you know, people, and like, when I say people, that includes me too. Fucking...
Which is why I would love to say us. Some of us.
Like,
some of us.
No, I was even
us.
Like, I was looking at financial statements the other day, and it, like, financial analysis and shit like that, and it was crazy how people care more about income nowadays than what you have, like the assets. So, and it has gone to the point where it's like, it's not only in stocks, in companies, it has spilled out through, like, society. For example, most of those new buildings that come up in New York City, they're for rent. They're not to own. And the only way you can afford them to rent is if you have good income. And if that income never fluctuates, if that income constantly goes up. While in reality, income fluctuates. Like, you get fired, you get sick, economy goes down. But nobody cares about getting assets. Everybody cares about, this is how much I make. And like, because I make so much, I can afford to rent this building, lease this car, and this and that. And it's like, okay, that's your income, but your income is $100 million today and zero next year. What the fuck are you gonna do? Like, you know, it's...
Do you think that, because my mind immediately went to, like, if you're able to make $100 million, if your income is $100 million, and then you went to zero the next year, that's kind of mostly on you.
Oh, yeah. But...
Because as a person that's never had $100 million a year, you know, I'm thinking like, well, shit.
I mean, see, that's the thing, though. Like, I think differently about shit. Like, for me, income is not that important. For me, it's important that...
Please elaborate.
Well, to me, it don't matter if you make, like... All right. Income matters as far as where you'll be in society immediately. But income doesn't matter if you spend it on depreciating assets. So people constantly like, oh, I'm about that money and shit like that. But money, or US dollars, let's say, for example, any other currency, it's just a tool to acquire assets and to settle debts. That's it. That's the only thing that currency is, period.
Okay.
So when people make, let's say, $25,000 a year, and they live in an expensive city like New York City, that's obviously not enough. They have choices. Very limited, but still they have choices. One of those choices is to move out of this expensive area to another place, which will require, again, money, which is assets. Or let me rephrase that. Which will require, again, assets. Doesn't have to be money. It has to be assets to gain currency to make that move, right? But there comes a point where if you have to look at yourself as an entity, like your whole being is as an entity, which means what you do to get currency. What do you do with the currency? How do you spend it? Now, for example, I used to be in debt. I used to be close to $70,000 in debt. I believe it was like 65 or 67.
70?
Yes. In
70?
Correct.
000?
Yeah. In a consumer debt. Credit card,
Holy
car.
shit, what? Wait. I'm more amazed at the fact that you paid that off, motherfucker. Oh, my dude went down. What?
Not me, ladies and gentlemen, just his mic stand.
Yeah, my mic stand went down.
Yeah.
Holy fuck tits.
Yep. And
You were able to pay that off?
yeah. But you know what, like, dude, like it took 4 years. It took 3 years and a half to be exact.
Took time and work.
And focus. And you know, there were times where I swore off credit cards.
Yeah,
but there were
told
times
me not to get one.
Yeah, but like there were times where
I see you with one.
there were times where I actually had to use a credit card, and it sucked. And it was because, and I was like, fuck, I'm such a piece of shit for using this. Like, this is stupid. And I paid it off right away, but still, it just felt so bad to me. So to be honest, I'll tell you my income, guys, it's not really that much. $71,000 a year. And I found a room where I can stay for $720 a month, which included everything, utilities and cable, which included internet. That's all I needed.
Fucking ass off then.
Yeah, that's all I needed. So when people have income, they have to think about how they're gonna spend that income, right? So even if you have $10 of income, right, you need certain basics for you to survive. Basically, as you mentioned earlier, you are your own MVP.
Word.
So that's it. So those are the first things that you got to do, in my opinion. You need food first, shelter second. So with every income that you have, every dollar that you make, those are your first two basics to take care of. And the thing, like if I have to go a little bit further down into the rabbit hole, you have to also think about how you're acquiring those. For example, you made $30 today. You need to eat and you need shelter. You can spend $10 for food, for example, per day, right? You have to now choose what type of food you're going to get. You can go and get a McDonald's, which one meal will cost you $10. Or you can go down to the big grocery store chain that's disgusting called Walmart, right? They're not disgusting. I used to eat Walmart
I think you meant.
I used to eat Walmart, and I'm okay with it. You know what? I was a piece of shit for saying that. Yeah, I was a piece of shit of that. Edit it, please. Okay. But like you go to the liquor store. See where my head is at? There, liquor store blues, man. Liquor store blues.
Liquor store blues, motherfucker. Woo woo.
Cheers.
Salud.
So.
By the way, I'm feeling nice.
That's good. That's good.
That was a goal today, bro.
That's good, man.
I had a rough weekend, and next weekend is gonna be rough también. But
it's all good, motherfucker, man. You ain't gotta drive. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. So, going back to how I think that if you having financial troubles, you should spend your money, right? So, you go to the liquor store. See, there we go again.
You did it again.
The big chain store. And you buy the cheapest stuff possible that you need to survive. Vegetables, which, don't go for the organic one. Go for the cheapest one as possible. Go get, $10. Second thing, and I think that's the most important thing for people that have income issues to feed themselves, if possible, go get government assistance. That's why it's there. For you to eat when you're in the shithole. Right? So you can survive and become
Which is a topic I want to talk about on another podcast.
More to come.
Government assistance.
So.
Covering the big issues, motherfuckers.
Yo. So, let's say you can spend $10. The other $20 go for your shelter, right? And that's your thing. You have to have somewhere to sleep where it's safe. You have to be rested.
Oh yeah.
Like and you know what? Like I know sometimes where you sleep it's not safe, and you have to be on your toes. But you need the shelter to take you away if there's a winter storm to just provide your place.
If you need to rent the room, rent the fucking room, man.
Yep.
It's like there are good people out there that are willing to rent rooms just to be a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Right?
And like
I've done it, and I've met some pieces of shit. Don't be a piece of shit. Piece of shit.
So that's your next. Yeah, that's your next step. The third step is, which is if you have any extra income. Let's say the next month you make $50 every day, right? So then you go again. You go, I don't know, you found another job, whatever. Somehow you got $20 more a day.
Yeah.
Again, basics. Food first, shelter second. Third one is now you have to create an emergency fund. Some type of little stash of money where if you're in trouble, you have access to it.
Your safety net.
Yeah.
Word. Agreed.
Right? Usually, I go by Dave Ramsey's recommendation, $1,000. Right? If you have debt, so you save $1,000, then you pay off all your bills, whoever you own, you make sure that they're paid. But you keep saving money. And now, eventually, you found a better job, hopefully trained your skills. That's another thing that you have to constantly do is you have to be open-minded and look for jobs that will pay more. And you just have to work. As David said earlier, there should be no job below you, period. As long as it puts money in your pocket so you can get food, which is the asset. Now, let me rephrase that. Now, let me repeat that again. The job that you will be doing will put money in your pocket so you can get food. The currency gets you to buy assets so you can be better off in the future. The sacrifice is now, right? You're thinking about your future self, and you'll have hardships, trust me. So if that's the mindset, right, then eventually if you're lucky too, because you're doing your best what you can do. You control the only variable you can control, which is you. You're working and you're spending wisely. If the economy goes good, and that's what people call getting lucky. if everything else goes as planned, as it has been going for the past, let's say, 5 years, eventually you get to a point where you have 6 months of emergency fund, and now you can allocate the extra money that you get. Let's say, so we started at 20, we went to 50. Let's say you took a pay raise in one of your jobs. You're making $100 a day now. You get up to the 6-month emergency fund, and all of a sudden, now you have $100 a day. Your expenses are $50 a day. You eat better food. You don't go out to restaurants that much, or even if you go out to restaurants, it's within the budget or whatever.
Or if you really want to hustle, you could just eat the same food and just save you fucking money.
Yeah, or that.
If you're trying to think big.
But personal preferences.
Work. Agree.
And from there, now you have these $50 a day that you have an emergency fund. You're well taken care of. You eat properly. You sleep in a nice place that's warm and shit. Like,
right.
You have made something. And now you have that extra $50 to do whatever you want to with it. Now, I would say take 10 of those bucks for fun, and now you have $40. So what are you going to do with those 40? Now, see, that's where it comes between you having an income and you acquiring assets. Because what wealthy people do, they would acquire an asset. An asset is anything that's of value, and preferably you want to acquire assets that go up in value over time. Such assets are stocks in a company if the company is ran well, right? That's one. Another one is a house. Currently, again, the asset does fluctuate in price, but for the most of the history, it has gone up. There are times where it will go down, but for the most of the history, it has gone up. And that's what you want. You're not looking into, you do have a year plan, but with those type of assets and those type of income that I'm explaining to you, with those $40 extra that you get today, maybe you aim 20 of them for a good return within a year. So let's say you invest, you give somebody 20 or whatever, like you put that $20 to work for you in some type of way.
Right.
And then within a year, they give you $22, $21.50, whatever. That's still money you didn't have to work for.
Okay.
You slowly build that up. You don't invest in anything you don't understand. I think that's rule number one for anybody that wants to invest. Do not.
Which is why I want to understand.
Yeah, but sometimes you just have to be like, yo, I don't understand this shit. It might be making other people money. I'm not into it, and that's it. And you still be okay because it's about the behavior. It's about the habit, as you said earlier. And it's about what you want from yourself, what you're willing to sacrifice to get there. And there are people out there that are thinking with those $40, they're like, yo, I'm going to put like 20 away for like 10 years. I'm going to expect them to like double or triple in value in 10 years. I'm just going to leave them there and I'm going to continue building those. And the other 20, I'm going to put into something that will give me 22 or 21, 50 next year.
Right.
Again, you have to understand that you're taking risk with that money, but it's a currency that will get you an asset that eventually will go up in value, and that's what you're all about. Like, you have to kind of like, it's like building a tower, but the tower can crumble sometimes, and you have to think from there. Like, you can, shit happens. Like, you can go back to zero next morning. Nobody guarantees you that, right? Like, but it's about how you react to the situation. And right. That's something that
it could all end tomorrow.
Yeah,
basically.
I'm gonna go pee, man.
No pee.
Oh yeah, we're gonna so pee.
All right, he's gonna go pee. He's gonna be the pee song. And it's gonna go like something like this. Gonna wait for the thing to come on. Oh shit, I think the camera's about to go die now. Battery is dying on the camera. It's on that time. Can you hear me? No, this time. Can you hear me? This time. Going to beat.
But yeah, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is our plan for the podcast. Holler at us if you know any liquor stores. Yeah, we call Liquor Store Blues. We're on Reddit. We're gonna be on Reddit, Vimeo, YouTube,
Twitch.
We're on Twitch. Yeah, shout out to Twitch. Let's see if we can stream over there. Let us know about a liquor store in your neighborhood that you want us to record from. We'll gladly go there. That's what it's all about. We're trying to build a community over here, and
over here at the Liquor Store Blues, we'll bring our bass, we'll bring the music, and we'll bring the groove.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean, thank you for listening. It's the first time, and I'm quite excited. We're gonna have this every week. We'll try to do a minimum of an hour and a half. That's again minimum. We'll talk about anything and everything. There's really no taboo topics over here. Maybe child molestation and shit like that. Like, like the basics.
Holy shit, you took that out of context. You say child molestation and me laughing, that sounds terrible. But yeah, that was quite extreme. We took about anything, child molestation.
Human trafficking.
Like, what the fuck? No, yeah, well, yeah. To chime up on my dude over here, yeah, man, we're just two fucking immigrants that met in New York.
Yo, for real.
And yeah, he was born in his homeland. I was born in my homeland. And had it not been for this, correct me if I'm wrong, this wonderful country that I do 100% enjoy, which is the U.S. of A. It's fucking great, dude. Yeah, we just like talking. We love the freedom of the speech,
Yeah,
we're not douchebags. I'm sorry, you said and, so I feel like you had something to say.
No. And if you want us to talk about any topics, just let us know.
Yeah,
we're willing to discuss, as I said, pretty much anything. Except child molestation, human trafficking.
Hold on. I'm willing to talk about those things, and I think that child molestation is fucking terrible. Fuck you. If you disagree, I don't want to hear your fucking argument. You're stupid. Child molestation sucks. Don't do it. Fuck you. I hope you die. What was the other one you said?
Human trafficking.
Human trafficking. Don't do it. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. And did I say fuck you?
Yeah,
fuck you. Fuck you. That's not cool, man. They're people. People are people. All right. Yeah, dude.
What else? Yeah, as I said, willing to talk about anything, and you're gonna hear more of us.
Yeah, dude.
A lot more.
Yeah. Man. Conversations are conversations. They fucking matter. I'm definitely not a fan of censorship.
That's what we're doing this
about conversations, about discussions. If you just want to silence people just because your feelings are hurt, then fuck you. Conversations, and I've always been of the opinion that anything can be solved in a conversation, And at the very least, if you don't agree, you can walk away. And that's fine to walk away from a conversation and reassess, regroup. You want to tackle it again, go ahead. But nothing is off topic. Let's have a conversation. We are people. We're fucking young. A lot of us don't believe in certain scientific facts, but we are a young species. We are very young, and we're still trying to figure this shit out. And I think that if we're able to look at it in an objective manner, we are able to come to reasonable conclusions, reasonable answers, and not fall into uninformed and illogical fallacies. And we can just be decent human beings just by having a conversation. We're people, man. We fuck up a lot. And I know I'm not the only one because I fuck up a lot.
Constantly.
I see it a lot, but I don't want to call people out unless it involves me. But we're fucking assholes and we suck. That doesn't mean we're pieces of shit at heart.
Yeah, word. All right, and from me, 2 last shout-outs. First, shout-out to Poser. That motherfucker put out the CD, Cold Collars.
Yo, who's Poser, bro?
I know, some Mexican.
Some fucking spick Poser. That piece of shit. I'm going to kill him.
Yeah. He's Mexican, too. It goes by the name of...
Poser.
Yeah, Poser.
Also known as Alan David.
And shout out to my girlfriend, too. I mean, if she wasn't that supportive of me, like, starting this shit and, like, talking my ass off and letting all this energy out, I probably wouldn't have gone with this. So, yo, Lisa, I love you, baby. Like, shout out to you.
That matters, man. That fucking matters, bro. Shit.
You hear from us next week,
bro.
Hear from us next week. Bam, yo, hit it with that fucking.
All right, motherfuckers. Love you, Red.
Later.